We have PinkPantheress remixing a 20-minute mixtape into an hour and a half record. We have Oklou and FK Twigs teaming up, Haim and Bon Iver teaming up, Demi Lovato, Madison Beer, Rose Grace. So much to get through today. And if you're watching this, you will see that Jono and I are together on the Pop Pod. It's a very rare occurrence.
We're in person.
We're face to face, and it's as awkward as ever.
It's really awkward. Sam must have smelled me and his breath stinks, so let's see how we get through it.
There's something when we're not doing it over Zoom that feels very like school project.
I know, literally.
Like this is going to nobody and we're just doing it for shits and gigs. Which, to be honest, we probably did back in the day. This is the Pop Pod. I am Sam, also known as Pop Sam Cam. This is Jono, also known as Jono. And we are going to
Producer Jono.
Producer Jono, sorry. We're going to get into our Bop or Flop episode for the day. Before we do, if you like this podcast, if you didn't hate us because of our Taylor Swift analysis, you can follow or subscribe to it. Make sure you rate it 5 stars. And also today you can check out my New Music Friday playlist, which has all the songs that we will discuss today, plus more. So let's get into it. The first one I want to talk about, was kind of hard to pick tracks off it, but it was PinkPantheress's mixtape Fancy, what was it called? Fancy That?
Fancy more?
Fancy More?
Fancy Some More. There you
Fancy
go.
Some More is the remix album, but Fancy That was the actual mixtape. So this remix record is quite large, actually. It features remixes with everyone from Jade to JT to Sugababes to Kylie Minogue, Zara Larsson, Raven Lene, and then there's a whole DJ side as well that has Nia Archives, Kite Trinata, Basement Jacks. On and on and on. The first track that I want to talk about, though, is the Sugababes remix of Nice to Know You. I think that this is a cool full circle moment because this song originally samples Sugababes, a very like old kind of lost sample of theirs from a William Orbit track. And now they come onto it finally and deliver a new verse. I think that this is one of the best remixes and one of the ones that really shakes it up. Like it's really pumping what they do.
Yeah, 100%. It's actually quite crazy how much the Sugababes like uplift the song, I think.
And make it sound really modern as well.
Yeah.
Like compared to what some of the other ones have done, which is minimal, and we'll get to it with the next one. But they have really like done something cool. The only bit that I don't love about it is that my favorite part of this song is when she like does that speaking bit, PinkPantheress, and they've just gotten rid of that. You know,
but also
like,
it's
I
a
know
remix.
this isn't right. I know, but I want it to be perfect.
You've got to mix it up.
But this is definitely a bop. And also the Sugababes are just still like this far into their career, just still have their finger on the pulse, like sonically. I don't think anything sounds aged. Like it's crazy that they started at like 15 with Overload. And now they're here on a PinkPantheress mixtape sounding like completely at home.
Yeah. Also, what's going on with the original? Like the William Orbit song? I couldn't find it anywhere.
I think it was released and then it's never made it to streaming or something like that. It was like on a solo record that he did like years and years and years ago.
I feel like I've heard that everywhere, like out of the club. But I was like...
You can find it on YouTube, I think, now. But not... Yeah. Anyway, it's a bop. And we're going to do another one from the remix album quickly, which is Stateside with Kylie Minogue. This is such a get for PinkPantheress to get Kylie on the record. And it's
unbelievable.
It is unbelievable. It's crazy. But Kylie like continues to kind of just like dip her head into the right places every so often to show that she's got like some kind of relevancy. Obviously we know she's still extremely relevant, but like she's good at just popping in, and that's exactly what she does here. She pops in.
Yeah, she does pop in. I wanted a bit more from her, to be honest.
Yeah.
I wasn't
it's
sure
a
if it was
very
gonna
short
be...
verse.
It is short, and she sounds really good.
Yeah, she sounds great, and I love when she does the Aussie.
The Aussie bit.
The Aussie bit's really good.
That's really good.
Sometimes I forget that she's our Kylie.
Kylie. But yeah, I feel like it doesn't hit as much as like the Sugababes one for me because obviously they changed that song way more. Whereas this just feels like Kylie sent a verse and was slotted in, which obviously sometimes is fine. And some of the remixes on this where that happens, it does really work. I think it's still a good song. It's definitely a bop.
It's also Stateside is one of the best ones. Like if she just released this as the original, like Kylie was on it from the start, there'd be no like complaints whatsoever.
100%.
You just take what you were given. It's just like when it's a remix, you evaluate it a little bit more. But this is such a fun project to do. And I love that more and more artists are doing this. Like the Chromatica remix album, the Brat remix album, like it's such a great way to like give the project more legs.
Yeah, do like all of them if it's done well.
Oh yeah, do it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was really fun. Okay, next one is Oklou, who's teamed up with FK Twigs for viscus. That's another good word.
Viscus is a good word.
Add to the vocab.
The body is a temple. Am I worshipping too hard? Praying with my eyes just keeps me away from the light. But sometimes I'm so fragile.
She had an album earlier in the year, which was called Choke Enough. And I loved this. I thought this album was really good. I think it's one of the best of the year. And now she's doing a deluxe edition. She's got FK Twigs on this track. I think that this track is so good.
Yeah.
Like in Song of the Year territory for me, good.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
It feels like you're entering another realm. Well, I'm going that far.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Fuck this. We'll go back to Zoom. Go sit in the other room. Well, now you've put me off.
Sorry.
It's produced by Danielle Hall, who I think does a beautiful job in just making it.
Yeah, that's why you love her. Anything Danielle does, you literally like, this is gold dust.
I do. I love his production so much. This just feels like celestial, like angelic. It's just so beautiful. And all the melodic choices that she makes are so impressive. And then when FK Twigs comes in, I think there's one line where they kind of like go from Twigs' voice into Oklou's voice, like without you really noticing.
I'm glad you said that because at one point I was like, am I so deaf
good,
I
because
can't
I was
tell
thinking
which
the
one's
same thing because I couldn't tell who it was, but I think it's purposeful.
I literally was like, I can't tell.
Because Twigs just kind of like appears out of nowhere, which I actually love.
Yeah.
It's like she just creeps in.
Yeah, she does.
And in the video, she does the same thing. She kind of just slots in. This is a major bop for me. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bop for me. I wouldn't say Song of the Year territory. But it's so
Not
good
Song
hearing...
of the Year, but up the top.
No,
for
you
me.
can say that. It's fine.
Oh, well, clearly not. Song of the Year police over here.
Yeah, literally, the art police. I think it's lovely hearing FK like being back in her like angelic. I swear someone the other day was like, Nicole Kidman is so amazing because she's equally powerful and vulnerable. And I feel like Twigs sometimes has that, which is also such a backhanded compliment because it's like so vulnerable, like basically being like weak. I feel like when
you're not being like that, you're scary.
Yeah, literally. But when she does that or The Weeknd does that with like, I don't know, the angelic softer bits, it really suits them. And I'm glad this wasn't just like another off cut from Eusexual and there was actually something different.
Had to get in a jab.
Yeah, literally.
Another collaboration is Haim and Bon Iver, who've teamed up for Tie You Down.
Ain't this how it's supposed to be? I want you here, but I don't know how not to tie you down.
This is from a deluxe edition of I Quit, which is interesting. I didn't think that we would get a deluxe edition of I Quit, given it's already like 15 songs or something. This is kind of like full circle moment because Danielle Haim featured on the Bon Iver record earlier in the year.
Yeah.
And now she comes up on Tie You Down. This is just like, if you like Haim and you like Bon Iver, you're going to love this. It's like a beautiful song. It's a really nice like moment about like figuring out how to like finally get into a relationship and like seal the deal kind of thing. And I think that Danielle like vocally treats that really well, I love it because I love I Quit, and maybe they just can't do anything wrong in my eyes right now. But it's certainly not like single material, I wouldn't say.
No, to be honest, it's a bit more forgettable for me. It's like a nice song.
It is a nice song.
But I think they work quite well together with Bon Iver, but I wasn't like, oh, this is...
Yeah, I feel
really
like he
tugging
could
at
have like
something.
done a little more, to be honest, like come in
Yeah.
a little more. But
It doesn't give me the feels of like really sad or really wistful or melancholy. It just kind of sits somewhere in the middle. So I might flop this song. Are you going to kill me? You're in my house. You can't be cross with me.
You always have to let everyone know I'm in your house.
Yeah.
Just like put the leash on.
Alicia Keys, you've got to stop.
Noted. It's a bop from me.
I think I'm going to flop it. Not because it's a bad song, but just because it's forgettable. Sorry.
Okay, that's fair enough. I've got a couple flops coming up.
Oh, spoiler.
Next one's Amber Mark. She has teamed up with Anderson Paak for Don't Remind Me off her new album called Pretty Idea. This is actually the top of New Music Friday in the US.
Is it?
Today. Yeah, which is crazy for her. It's very impressive. I guess the Anderson like feature helps.
Yeah.
And also the fact that this is more upbeat and like a little bit more immediate than anything else we've heard off the record. I
Yeah.
feel like both of us have been kind of like not on the fence, but like this is nice. It's totally digestible, but it's not like hitting me in the face where this one, once the chorus came in, I was like getting into it, you know? Get a little jig. It's jiggable.
Anderson should be on everyone's album because
And he is right now, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
I think he
doing
did
a
one of
great
my
job.
favorite songs on Mariah's.
Yeah.
And this is, I think, my favorite song that Amber's ever put out. And
Really?
I just think it works.
Yeah, I agree. I
And
think
it's
really
memorable.
cool. It's also like,
I mean, not to just reduce women to Anderson and just be like, they're only doing good songs because of him, which is not the truth.
if you're a woman and you're putting out an album to make Jono remember it, put Anderson Paak on it.
I'm going to be cancelled. If it works, it works, though. This works
We've
for me.
literally had, oh no, you didn't like the Bon Iver one, so you're not totally just big upping man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this one's really strong from her, and I hope that it does well for her because I feel like
Surely
maybe
it
there's not
will.
enough attention around the album right now.
Yeah.
I wonder who produced this one. We can look together. Oh, Julian Bonetta and John Ryan. So this is like the team behind like Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter. So obviously it has that kind of like vintage feel to it. Similarly, like paired with the pop hooks, and then Anderson does a great job. It's a bop from me.
Yeah, bot for me too.
Next one's a new artist. If you've been listening to the podcast, you have heard her name a couple times. I met up with her earlier in the week at the pub that Amy Winehouse used to perform at in Camden Town. Her name is Natanya. She released Feline's Return Act 1 earlier in the year, and now she's followed it up with Act 2 pretty quickly. We've like been complimentary of her in the past, and this song is called Meeting You Once, The End. Which has like a real early 2000s R&B flavor to it, but also there's something just really light and like feathery about the music that she makes. And one thing that she like said to me that I found really interesting when I met up with her was that she loves like R&B production from that time period, but like songwriting wise, she really admires like alternative and folk styles, which I was like, that's so
Yeah,
interesting.
okay.
And she's like, I want to combine two of them, and you can hear it like at so many
You
points.
can hear that actually.
Definitely on the last one, Jezebel, and a
Yeah.
little bit on this one. It just has like a real lightness to it.
Mm.
I just think she's miles ahead of what her streams or her audience right now suggests.
No, she's getting paid dust on the streams. But like when you said, or spoilers for when you eventually release the content.
Yeah.
But you were like, I asked you how it was like meeting her, and you were like, she's an absolute superstar.
Yeah, she
You were
just
like,
radiates.
Yeah, her aura
Yeah.
was superstar. People were like treating like her like that. I don't know whether this song in particular will like propel her to superstardom, but it's definitely on the right track. And
Yeah.
I'm buzzing to see where she goes. And you'll be like, I met her so early on. You'll be
exactly. Oh,
insufferable.
I'll claim it like nothing else. You just wait. She's also supporting Raven Lene on her tour here, which makes a lot of sense because this song actually does have a Raven Lene kind of vibe to it as well. Rest of the EP is great. You should check it out, and I'll put out the content soon. Madison Beer, Bittersweet is the next one.
Now that it's over, you blame it all on me. I know I should be bitter, but baby, right now I'm bittersweet.
Madison Beer's last track, Yes Baby, had us very divided.
It did.
Almost fighting. Actually, the last episode we fought in was Madison Beer and Demi Lovato, and we find ourselves at the same juncture once again. This one is very different to Yes Baby, though. This has more of a like R&B pop flavor to it.
Yeah.
It's almost feels like Eternal Sunshine Ariana.
It's literally Ariana Grande's song.
Yeah.
It sounds exactly like her. The issue for me is it doesn't sound anything like Madison Beer. Mm-hmm. If you didn't tell me this was Madison Beer's song, and when I listened to it, I actually was like, who is this?
But what does Madison Beer sound like?
But I think that's an issue she has.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
because
compared to like...
this is a totally serviceable song. And if Ariana took it on, I feel like it would end up on the deluxe of Eternal Sunshine.
Yeah.
But like with her, I don't know, the vocals just not giving me anything descriptive enough.
I think she sounds good. It's a good song, but I just don't understand the vision of like the first single on this. Like, who is she? Whereas before it was more giving like, I don't know, the acid pop kind of.
I know, which
trippy
was
pop
making
vibe.
sense to me.
Yeah.
That's the first time I was like, oh, I'm really feeling that she has a vibe.
Yeah.
And then it feels like she put out those 2 EDM songs like Make You Mine and 15 Minutes that did well. And she just kind of threw it all away. And now we're at this point where I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Maybe it will make sense as we hear more of it. This is a totally fine song.
Yeah, I think it's a good song. I don't understand how this would fit into the album compared to Yes Baby.
Yeah, I know.
Like, are there going to be 8 songs in between that take us on a journey to them? Or is it just going to be like, it sounds almost like she's
which I would
mimicking other
love,
artists.
actually. Like, show us how we get to this point.
Yeah.
That would be interesting to me, but I just don't know if we're going to get that. This feels like throwing shit at the wall.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah, it's a flop.
I'm
for
still
me.
going to bop it.
When did you become such like unconditional towards Madison Beer?
Madiana, I just think she actually is. It's a good song. It sounds like
You've
a
got
song
your
that's
beer
a deluxe
goggles on.
sounding like a deluxe on Eternal Sunshine is a compliment. I think it's
It
a
is
good
a
song.
compliment. Yeah. Okay, the next one is this is the solo project by Maria from the Marias.
Oh,
It's called Not
okay.
for Radio, so it pretty like distinctly tells you what it's doing. Not as immediate or poppy as the Marias. Not that the Marias are that poppy to begin with anyway. So I'm not really sure like that this is that alternative that you can't grab onto at all. But she's released her debut album called Melt as Not for Radio, and Swan is from it. I actually just did a run in the park, and at the point that I was running past the lake was when this song came on. It was perfect.
And did it suit the vibe? Was it gorgeous?
Well, I don't think they were swans. I think they were geese, but like that's a similar vibe, isn't it?
Geese Lake doesn't really have the same thing to it.
This is like, I feel like it's going to take me a couple listens, but I feel like I'm going to get there, and I feel like I'm really going to like it. It's
Yeah.
almost like Chihiro with less of that electronic production, I feel like. And when that electronic production comes in very faintly at the end, it's really, really cool and really nice. It took me a little while to figure out what the chorus was, but I finally got it towards the end. She's got a beautiful voice, and this is like an interesting vibe for her that I'm actually excited to hear the album.
Yeah.
You're flopping it, aren't you?
I don't know. It just didn't really stick. But I want to give
Yeah.
it more of a chance. The
Yeah, I
Marias are
think that's
great.
fair.
Also, I was so confused because I literally saw the picture and I was like, I know her, but I've never heard of Not For
Yeah,
Radio.
there she is.
And I was like, yeah. So now I
You
feel
knew her
like
from
a
the
fool.
like 30% of her face that's exposed.
Yeah, I literally saw. I think I saw the picture all over my Twitter. People being like buzzing, and then people were also like, "This is giving Disease" by Gaga, and I was like, "I know this girl."
What, the sound or the
haircut.
visual? Oh, okay. All right. I was going to say, jeez. Disease if the disease was in the late stages of killing you. No energy left.
Oh, that's probably me with my fucking allergies anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Do you want to go and tell the audience? that
Yeah,
you've got
I'll give you.
allergies?
Should we do a bonus app, which is my health records, and we can go through my allergy and blood test?
We can bop or flop your bloods. That would be quite fun, actually. I'm bopping this.
I'm gonna get a flop, but only like a mild flop, just because it's sort of
Okay.
stand out.
The next one is an interesting one. Alemeda teams up with Doechii for Beat a Bitch Up.
Yeah, I thought that you was telling the truth. Oh, I must be delirious. 'Cause I really would vibe bittersweet. 'Cause I really would beat a bitch up.
Alemeda is a relatively new artist doing like a pop rock kind of thing with punk influences as well. But she's signed to TDE, the same label that has Doechii and SZA and did have Kendrick. So I feel like they've got a pretty impenetrable track record when it comes to signing artists. And I was wondering what they were going to do with a rock artist because they haven't necessarily had that. But I feel like she fits the vibe perfectly. And this is like really good to me. It's got a great chorus. You hate it, don't you?
I hate it.
I knew you were going to hate it. I knew it. You're not a Paramore stan. That's the issue.
I like Paramore. I like Hayley Williams. But
Our good friend Hayley Williams.
just made it on the podcast twice in a row. It doesn't. You have to, for me personally, to love a pop rock song or punk rock song. Mm-hmm. It has to be pretty spectacular, and this is just like, okay, whatever. I'll never listen to it again.
I do agree that it's not a 10, but
Yeah.
I think that it's really good compared to some of the other punk rock stuff that's been coming out recently.
Yeah.
And I also think that Doechii like really kills it.
I don't think she does.
I don't think she takes it far enough, but I also don't think she should have because it's not her moment, you know?
That's true, but I'm also just like, I don't really see the point of her being on this.
Really? I think
Can
she
you tell
adds
them
a
at the
bit
end of my tether? I'm literally so
You are.
over it this way.
You're ready to beat a bitch up.
I'm like, if it's not 11 out of 10, I'm not
You're
fucking
flopping
listening
it.
to flopping it.
Your
so
bar this week
tired.
is like Ray of Light, and anything that doesn't match that, it's a flop. It's a bop from me.
It's flop.
Demi Lovato, Kiss.
I kiss for fun. It's fun to kiss. I use my tongue like this. I kiss for fun. It's fun to kiss.
This is the third single of her forthcoming album, which is called Ready For It or something. I don't even know. It's not that deep, it's called.
Oh my God, yeah.
She's released 3 singles. We disagreed on the last single. They've all been pretty much in line with each other in terms of this like electro pop, dance pop sound. It's all produced by Zone, the same guy who worked on the Kesha record and has worked with Rose Gray as well. So you know kind of the vibe that this is in. This song she premiered, I think, at like a fan event a couple weeks ago, and people on Twitter went nuts about it. Like, loved it. It's not it for me.
I mean, it's not it for me either.
Okay, good.
It's really...
It feels like Guess with the personality extracted.
Drag Demi. You hate Demi.
I really like Demi. I've stood up for her for so many times, and I even like the rock record that nobody listened to.
I know, I'm just winding you
The
up.
issue with this is like, I was thinking about this morning because I wanted to give it like a proper reason for why I don't like this, because this song is totally serviceable. It's fine. But like, Demi has this kind of personality that can't really be buried for better or for worse.
Yeah.
And it's always really shone through on all of her projects. And some people really like it, and it's also rubbed people up the wrong way. But on this, it's just like totally gone.
No.
You cannot hear it at all. And when you think about the other dance records, like I know that Brat always comes up, and it's not the first club pop record. It's not going to be the last. But it had so much of Charlie's personality in it. The Rose Grey songs have so much of her personality in it. Renaissance has so much of her personality. Ray of Light does. Like, just the lineage of it. And this, I'm like, there's literally none of her in it. Nothing.
No, and also the lyrics. If I hear one more song that uses the phrase like one of your French girls, I'm actually going to flip the table.
Yeah.
Put it in the bin and give it a fucking rest. It's not a good
There
lyric.
is currently a manual right now for how to make a cunty pop song.
Yeah.
And everybody needs to throw it out because it's not doing anybody any good. Like, we've seen Kesha be trampled by it, and now we're watching the same thing happen to Demi Lovato.
Well, I think Demi's going down the same road as Kesha, where they are going to have one or two songs that really do work, and the rest of it's just going to be like this, where it just doesn't.
But what are the two songs that really work?
Well, the one last week was really good. The one I loved.
Yeah, you loved it. Actually,
Yeah.
I agree that one was the best one.
I think that was the best
Yeah,
one.
but it's still not. I mean, it's probably more distinctly Demi than Fast or this.
Yeah.
This
song's
is a
not
flop for very
me. Verbose. It doesn't elucidate
No.
her
And
songwriting
she's like, take me to the
skills.
chorus, and I'm like, here we go, and then we're just back at the like chop that she gave us at the beginning. It's insane.
My tired ass mood has literally rubbed off on you. You're like, I'm tired of this day.
you
brought you
your
down.
energy transfer. Say Now, Supermarket.
At the supermarket, about to flip, 'cause I can't even decide what damn conditioner to get. Crying in the shop like an idiot. Gotta let a man make me feel like this.
I spoke with Say Now yesterday as well, and they played me this song. It's co-written by Ray. Say Now used to be Need a Name Bro. They're a British trio of girls who have kind of lost their way at some point and were making like pop songs that weren't really hitting. And with the last three releases have totally turned it around. Like, they're in this R&B style, which feels way more authentic to them. From speaking to them, I know that it is actually what they like.
Right.
And they're very proud of this music and not so complimentary about the music that came before it. And this just like totally works. Like, the hook is so sticky. Their harmonies are bang on. The outro has this like Timbaland-esque flavor to it that's really cool. Their last song, Brick by Brick, was also in a similar lane and is like their highest streaming one. And apparently this one, like the hype in the lead up to it, has been really good. So
that's good.
I'm excited to see it. Like, they've just got a really natural chemistry, and it's so unforced. And I think it comes together on this. And Ray's kind of like really fast-paced phrasing helps this a lot, I think.
Yeah, definitely. This is kind of stuff I want to see more from Flo.
Yeah.
I feel like this kind of songwriting and melodies, it actually just hits and like is a slap in a good way. Is a slap ever
it's
good?
like-
Yeah, a good
Yeah,
slap.
slaps is good. Yeah, a good slap. Nothing wrong with a good slap in the right context. I feel like this has a cardboard box flavor to it, in that it just really smartly combines the pop hooks with the R&B of it all as well.
Yeah.
And R&B is just such a good lane for a girl group because it gives them so much room to harmonize and like work with their voices a lot. Whereas the more traditional pop stuff really squashes that, I think. So I'm happy to see this. It's a bop.
Yeah. Me too. Bob.
Okay, good. We agree.
You look
We're getting through it. I've got dry mouth now. Rose Grey is releasing a deluxe edition. God, every bloody person's releasing a deluxe edition of their album. We'll release a deluxe of the podcast, the allergy check.
Yeah, literally. My health records.
She has released Lotus. This is the second track to come from the deluxe edition of Louder Plays. The first was April, which I think we both loved.
Yeah.
Lotus samples, I believe, the same Underworld track that Illegal by PinkPantheress samples, but in a very different way. This is real, like, I want to say like Z almost EDM from like the 2010s. Very expansive, very atmospheric. And Rose just takes it. Like, she's just got such good taste that it doesn't matter what pocket of dance pop she's going into, she'll nail it. And this nails it again for me. It's really good.
This is exactly what I was going to say. I have so much confidence every time she brings out a song that I'm going to like it.
Yeah.
Like, it's not maybe going to be like my all-time favorite song, but I just know it's going to be good.
Yeah. And even like I gravitate more towards April just because I love that kind of like clubby Eurodance kind of style. Whereas this CDM style has not always been my personal taste, but she makes me a fan of it. I like it.
Yeah.
We're both seeing her next week. You're seeing her Tuesday. I'm seeing her Monday.
We're so sick of each other.
Yeah, because we're over being in the same room. We saw Chloe Keisha together last night. She was very good.
She was so good.
Very good. And some banging new songs coming.
I was singing along to the new songs that I'd never heard before.
You were. My video of it is just you singing along to a
sorry,
song that you don't know.
My dulcet tones coming through and you're like, I'm trying to fucking record this.
Meant to be the podcast producer and you have no fucking clue. The final one is a pick from you. Do you want to introduce the final song?
If anyone likes Adele, you're going to like this song. I just honestly will guarantee you that. Unless you're going to say you don't like it.
Well, you got to introduce the song. No one knows what it is.
Oh, sorry. It's Time Will Tell by Celeste.
It's Someone Like You by Adele.
Nothing's ever perfect as it is.
It's Adele's deluxe album, 32 and a half. This is of her upcoming album. I think it's Shape of a Face, Shape of a Woman,
Yeah,
Face of a Woman.
it. Woman of Faces. Shape of a Face.
My brain isn't working. Anyway, I just feel like this is cinematic. It's gorgeous. And I can't wait till you leave me alone for a bit and I can have a bottle of red wine at home and I'll be singing this in the kitchen.
Yeah, I can imagine you.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is that kind of song.
I think if people are finishing the Olivia Dean album and being like, oh, I wish like there was just more of it.
Yeah.
This would be the perfect thing to put on. Not to minimize it as being like a step down from Olivia Dean. It's not.
Yeah,
it's just a perfect bridge to
Yeah.
it. Her voice is like probably a little bit more challenging than Olivia's voice because Olivia's is so like kind of easily digestible, whereas this really stops you in your tracks, I think. Which I love. I love that she takes that chance. I really like her. I think it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I think she's an artist who maybe the songs themselves don't speak for themselves as much as the album will. Like, this needs to be in the full context to really have its moment.
Definitely, but I think this could be, and even though this is boring, but it would be good for her, this could be a TikTok trend. I can imagine people doing like throwbacks around the time theme.
Yeah.
And just like kind of how one sad, slow cover takes off every year on TikTok.
It's also that TikTok loves the vintage theme. Yeah. We've seen it with like Olivia Dean, Leve, like all of those kind of artists. I think that like in the right hands, this could do well.
But what is Celeste's record label doing? Because no one is ever going to hear this song. It's so far down on New Music Friday UK.
I know, and I don't understand why she's been minimized like this. Because look, like Strange had 250 million streams. Stop This Flame, over 100 million. The rest of the record that she released in 2021 has a pretty good streams on everything. So like, I don't get why the same excitement is not here for the most recent songs.
And even I was looking, on Spotify when it's like the single, like Time Will Tell,
Yeah.
I'm like, put her other single she's released underneath it.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
right.
autoplay it so it comes up. Like, it's
Yeah.
annoying.
That's a
I
bit of
actually
business
want to listen
advice
to
from
it.
you.
Well, yeah, it's pissing me off. Because
Yeah.
I just feel like she's
fair
so
enough.
talented.
Get angry.
Yeah. Anyway, it's an absolute bop for
It's
me.
a bop. It's a bop. And that concludes Bop or Flop for this week.
It's an absolute rapid fire.
It was rapid,
Yeah.
but we must have been talking for a while. There was 13 songs in this.
Yeah, true. You were talking for a while. I've just been sitting here zoning out and then being like, which song are we talking about?
Just coming in with some negativity every so often.
Yeah, that's quite on brand for me. But if anyone wants to know, it's because my allergies are over 1,700 and it's meant to be less than 100. So I'm basically allergic to air.
Disease. Well, you can go back to your bubble now. I'll put you back away.
We need to get some
Feed
guest
you your
stars
dry
in from next
crackers.
week because what am I contributing?
I was going to say we should have called up our friend Adam, who's a big Amber Mark fan, and let him
should've.
have the final say on the Amber Mark album.
I'll ask him to send a voice note in.
And we can put it in.
Yeah. Just put it over whatever I said because it wasn't very interesting.
Perfectly. Well, all our friends really liked their mentions on the podcast last week. Even Nick, who got branded the Taylor Swift hater.
Yeah.
He was quite tickled by that.
Yeah, we can't say his last name because he'll get absolutely attacked.
Quick, has the Taylor Swift album gotten better or worse for you?
The good songs have gotten better. The bad songs have gotten worse.
Agree.
What do you think?
Same for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really splitting into like a half is good and half is...
Yeah. It's very down the middle in terms of terrible tracks and good tracks. Not
Yeah.
terrible. Bad tracks.
Yeah.
Cancelled and Actually Romantic have not risen any further. And actually
No.
Wishlist has gone down quite a bit since we raved about it last week.
Same.
Yeah.
And also, I think some of her interviews and comments maybe aren't helping with, I don't know, my support.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we won't get into that. If you know, you know. If
You can go and listen. That makes you laugh. Sing us out. The party is... The party is December 18. See you next week. Make sure you follow or subscribe. Thank you for joining us.